Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
Mike.
And today, another episode of Re-Get or Regret.
Son of a bitch.
So, yeah, well, Steve said you haven't done one in a while. Well, here we go. We got to get one out here. So I don't even know where to start. We have a bunch of good bottles today. So I'll actually start with a classic over here. So for those of you that might be new, please consider subscribing. We appreciate and would love to have you aboard. But we got to regret bottles that we've recently emptied. And we go through whether we would want to buy them again, whether we thought they were worth it, stuff like that. So you'll get the gist of it by the time we're done of it. So this one right here is a classic. This is the Knob Creek 9-year Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. We got this for $35.99. And I will 100% buy another one. This was like one of our staples in the beginning that it's just great to put up against any other 100 proofer because it just it's just good for short money.
Even if you're just starting out, this is actually a very good nose, very good flavor. It's not big money.
No.
And you find it anywhere. So it's not like, oh, I finally found something I really like and then it disappears because you can only get one and it's gone. So I would definitely get.
No, I agree.
I think almost everybody's probably got a knob on their shelf.
The thing is, when you find a high bottle and you're like, well, let's put it up against something you can find on every shelf in America, and then boom, and it's like
it holds its own and does
better.
Right.
Exactly,
It's
exactly.
And the price wise is always fair.
Right.
Even the store picks are fair.
No, right? They're even better. We still got another one in the sack. I got to crack actually. So this one right here on the bottle number 2. Is Driftless Glenn rye whiskey. This happens to be batch number 11. We have batch 1 up over our shoulder. This comes in at 96 proof. This one was really minty, but man, it was a flavor bomb. We got it for $39.99. And again, they win in the bottle design. They got the thing on there. Oh, you were going to go there?
Yeah.
I mean, but all of their stuff
we
is
would probably keep
reasonably
this
priced.
No, it is that.
That's the key with that.
And I Googled them, and they have a really nice-looking distillery.
I know.
So.
And if we lived anywhere close, we actually got an opportunity, an offer to come tour it, too. The guy said, I'll take you around. Would love to go one of these days.
What a plane trip away.
One of these days. So, all right, we'll move on to the next one. This is a classic, Jack Daniel's Bonded Rye. This is my second or third one. I will probably get another one because a couple of you guys asked for this against something else. But when you put them in blinds, it's only a 700 milliliter and they go quick. So this is 100 proof and we got it for $42.99. But this is just a banging bottle. In fact, when I did my Jack off, this one actually won for me.
I have not seen this in a liter bottle yet. I've seen the
Bonded.
The Bonded and the triple mash in a liter bottle. I have yet to see this one. It's not saying that it's not gonna. And I don't know why they did it.
Well, because it's overseas.
Why?
Overseas only can do the 700 milliliters. So while we're in the angry 700 milliliters one, this one happens to be Jack Daniel's Bonded. Steve and I were on a tear. So it happens to the best of us. This is, again, 100 proof. This was also $42.99. But this, again, they're just so much flavor, so much taste. It's not a lot of money. It's a nice proof. It drinks well. But again, if you have access to a duty-free shop, their bottled in bond that I have behind me comes in a liter. It's less money.
This is out in a liter now, though.
Yeah.
So it's I think it's 45. So it went up a few bucks, but
we were fighting to try to even get them at one point in time. So
I seen, I think it was today, 45. So
yeah. So, all right. So this one right here was a store pick by them. This is from the High West Distillery. This is American Prairie Bourbon. We had the original one. I believe this comes in at 101.4 proof. I think that's 50.7 ABV, but don't quote my math on that one. We got it for $45.99. This was a step above. We did the American Prairie years and years ago on the channel. It was good, but this one just had a lot of flavor. I mean, it's a little pricey, but it is a store pick. But it happened to be for Liquor World. But, man, it tasted good. This had a nice...
And this is another deceiving bottle. It looks like there's a lot more in here than $7.50.
But, the funny thing is, too, look at the design inside the bottle. It almost looked like I was like, what did we get, mold? But it's just in the glass. You know what I mean?
No,
there's money in the bottle.
There is. It's not that typical junk wine bottle. So.
No, definitely not. Again, we'll definitely get another one of this. I said it's my second or third one of these. This one is Woodward Reserve Double Oak. I can talk. We got this one for $49. We can't get it for $49 anymore.
They're going
the store
up
that
and
this
up,
was $52 now. but that which is still way cheaper than I
It
find
is,
in 90% of all the
because
stores
I just
out there.
looked at one today and it was $59.99, and that's the bottom line price that I usually find is $59.99. But this is actually one.
Almost every blind we put it in.
It is, yeah, and I should get one of these.
Mm-hmm.
So this is this. You should get one.
It's dark, it's rich, it's delicious. It actually, I thought Old Forester 1910 was going to smash it, and that actually beat it the day we did it. It's just very good for what it is. Speaking of very good for what it is, this was my original bottle of Old Forester 1920 Prohibition style. We got it for $58.99, and I don't think they're selling down there like that anymore either. But this was very good. In fact, this was so good. I remember it came out on a blind on Friday against Lucky 7. I forget when it was, the Frontier one or whatever. The one I really liked. Steve and I absolutely loved that one. It was in our top 10 last year, I believe. And this absolutely dominated it. And these you can find everywhere. So I will have to get
pretty
another
much.
one of them.
And then again, they're not crazy priced.
No.
I mean, it's in the Elijah version. You know, it's a few dollars.
It's just a little bit lower proof. I mean,
it's
I
a-
do
it's a
love
few
their store
dollars.
picks.
Oh, absolutely.
Don't get me wrong. I love their store picks. I think that's next level. But that is
It is
just
next
super
level.
solid. That is just absolutely delicious.
And A+ all those guys that go down there, girls that go down there and grab them and say I like this and do whatever they got to do. That's
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, well, here, this one right here is the Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit single barrel. Again, this one's a controversial one. We got it for $54.99. It comes in at the 101 proof. This does taste better than Wild Turkey 101, but the price, we got it for $54.99, is almost 2 times the amount. You know what I mean? So if you are looking, it did win in a blind when we put it up years ago against that. And if you do find one that has a Camp Nelson sign on it, that was better. Well, not according to Mike, but it was according to Jimmy and Steve and everyone else I put up to the test. It does carry more flavor, more taste, more everything. These are very good. A little bit on the pricey side, but it's
a lot of bit on the pricey side, and I don't know if it's gonna. It's worth a try. I don't know if this would not be my first collection of.
I'm just saying,
I'd go back to this 101 and
you can get 2 for 1.
100%. It's like when you. I don't know if this jumps this much further than that. I think there's kind of riding like this, but
we'd have to go back and I'd have to buy it again because we did kill the 101 that I had. But I do believe it was significantly better. But we can always go back and try it if anyone wants to see it. But I do still have the Camp Nelson one up there. That was just I had everyone do the test that came over the house to see.
I've been shopping for it in
no
jumped out.
No, right, yeah. So this one right here was a surprise to me when I drank it. So this one was the Old Charta Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. This does not come here. This came via Oklahoma and via Steve when he came it. It's only an 80 proof. We got it for $17.51, and it supposedly has the same mash bill as the Buffalo Trace one. So me and Steve put it up against Buffalo Trace. We put it up against the Ancient Age that we had got. This is better. It tastes more flavor, more taste, more everything.
We were supposed to hide this bottle from him, so this did not happen till we got to that review. But
I didn't think anybody would care to see it. It is a better bottle
because we can't get this.
We can't get it. Absolutely, we can't get it.
It's a sink and ship.
It is.
If you're in Oklahoma, I guess this is probably well worth the money because I said that would be a good.
Well, it's a Kentucky bourbon, so if you're down south,
and
you can
80
get it.
proof is 80 proof, and then that would have been. H&H is probably a little cheaper.
It is
because you can almost get a handle for this.
Oh, we did.
But I think this would have sparked.
It
and
did.
you said it did.
Oh, 100%.
I didn't get to try it.
We both, me and Steve did a blind, actually. And we both.
Steve.
We did. He actually did it. And I was going to put it in a blind, but then I was like, I know. You guys want to see Blandons. So here it is. So the last but not least, this is our original bottle of Blandons. Full disclosure, I do have another bottle of Blandons over there that on there. So this we got for $59.99. This is 93 proof. We did have a good one. Some people says that there's a bad. This was actually very tasty. I'll be curious to see. We do have another store pick.
I do. I find that a little bit hard to believe because I would think
it's a single barrel though, and
I know, but they're not doing crazy shit. They're not adding sour gum to it or whatever. You know what I mean? So I would think it would be close, but Neither here nor there.
In everyone's defense, though, a lot of stores have this at a minimum of $150.
No,
This is not a $150
No.
bottle.
I,
This is like $30
So,
whiskey and a $30 bottle. That's what I say all the
left
time.
the store. It
Yeah.
was $285.
And that's what I'm saying. So
And I looked to see if it was the other one that we had, and it was just this.
Yeah.
I put my glasses on, and,
No.
it was like
even the store pick that we got from the store. It's $75
It
now.
was.
You know what I mean?
It
So when
was.
you look at
Store
a
pick,
$75 bottle, this is 93 proof. Compare that.
one day
to,
we'll have all these horses hanging with
Yeah.
a thumbnail across the back. I guess. But
compare that to like the Ben Holiday we did the other day.
Oh, no.
It is so much better.
it'll be 20 years before we get.
Yeah,
it.
exactly. We're not going to get all the letters.
That's a thought.
So there you go. That is the Get a Regret. So again, you can leave your comments down below. You see what we want. Most of these I would actually get again. This was actually a good batch.
It was actually a very good batch.
Yeah,
of,
they really
I don't
was.
know if we really had anything that
There's
was
nothing I wouldn't buy again, to be honest with you. So, well, there you go. That's Get a
Wild
Regret.
Turkey might have been the only minimum.
Oh, I've already bought another one of that.
I know you have.
I definitely get another one. So, that being said, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more.
Cheers.